Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV with your latest transfer secret Manchester United news on this day of recording, which is March 23rd. It is Saturday, and it is exciting if you're a Manchester United fan because we are going to do Kobe Mainoo watch as he's making his debut. Potentially, England is playing Brazil this evening. But however, we're here to talk about the main story, Rafael Varane. What's going on with Rafael Varane? But as we know it, Rafael Varane, his contract is expiring at Manchester United this summer. There's been numerous reports to say that Rafael Varane is willing to retire to cut down his salary wage bill to extend his contract for another 2 to 3 years. But there's another contradictory report from Fabrizio Romano that we're going to listen to. And in that case, if Rafael Varane leaves, who will be replacing Rafael Varane? This is the transfer secret. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about Michael Olise. We're going to talk about Benjamin Sesko, and many, many more. But please, before we continue this video, do like and subscribe, and we should see you in a couple of seconds. Here we go.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Dankjewel. I feel welcome. Dit is mijn home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
There was a report on the 15th of March from Todofichajes, which is a French publication, to be honest, to say that the 41 million star wants to retire at Manchester United, willing to cut down his salary for a new contract. As we know it, Rafael Varane has been one of our best centre-backs, arguably, for the past 3 years, right? He's been carrying this team together with Johnny Evans this season. But Manchester United with Sir Ineos, why I'm calling Sir Ineos, Ratcliffe, Ratcliffe, they are looking down to cut down all the wage bills. And Rafael Varane is currently earning 340 million. I did it again. 340k per week. Sorry about that. Correct me. But the crux here is what is going to happen, right? Rafael Varane has been getting some offers from Saudi Arabia. We saw that Mert was down there in December speaking to Saudi clubs. We've seen the mysterious trips to Barcelona and Real Madrid where John Mert was accompanied by no other than other agents from, CAA base, which represents both Raphael Varane and, Gleison Bremer, the Juventus centre back. Oh, I almost gave it away there. But however, I certainly believe that Rafael Varane could extend his contract. There is a clause that Manchester United could extend his contract for another year, but the crux is if Manchester United do that, that comes with the salary. And I heard that this is something that Manchester United don't want to do, and they probably look to move him on. Will it be a Real Madrid? Will it be a Saudi? But reports here saying that Rafael Varane doesn't really want to go. Rafael Varane wants to stay and cut down his contract, according to the reports. But on the other hand, what is Fabrizio Romano saying?
Keep an eye on the future of Rafa Varane because there are many rumors on former Real Madrid centre-back in negotiations with Manchester United over new contract, maybe with a salary based on his appearances in the next season. So many rumors in terms of new contract proposal on the table, but from what I'm hearing, no. At the moment, Rafa Varane is not negotiating a new contract with Manchester United. There is no contract proposal on the table from Manchester United, so his deal expires in June and there is a concrete possibility for Rafa Varane to leave Manchester United as a free agent. At the moment, no negotiations. Let's see what Man United will do in the next few months, but for sure the possibility of Varane leaving as a free agent is something to consider.
As a free agent, Rafael Varane to leave Manchester United as a free agent, there is the double-edged sword, right? Fabrizio Romano calls it out. There has been no concrete negotiations regarding extending his contract or lower down his wage bill. So all it is paper talk. But you got to look at it. It's down to now to Brailsford, to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, to Omar Barada and Ashwood to decide what to do with Rafael Varane. We know that he's a little bit injury prone. He's coming up his age. But to let him go for free, would you rather than extend his contract for 1 year to increase his value, But on the other hand, if you let him go for free, that is another 340k a week off your wage bill. And this, unfortunately, is where I think the cookie crumbles with United at the moment. So, who is the mysterious centre back that they are looking to replace him in? That's the big question. Rafael Varane, tall, stature, very good on the ball. Who will that be to replace him? Right footed. Right footed. Well, I mentioned something before. I mentioned Gleison Bremer, you know, because there's no smoke without fire. United's been scouting him very heavily for the past year, and he's got the same agent as Rafael Varane. So what a coincidence! Now, there's been glooming over the past couple of 2 weeks that the Bremer is the preferred choice to replace Rafael Varane. 26 years of age, turning 27, very fast, very good on the ball, similar attributes with Rafael Varane, but a little bit younger. It's a brilliant, brilliant combination together with Licha, if you look at it. Both good on the ball, good press resistant. Plus, Bremer is very good in the air, and this is something that United needs, right? And he's absolutely available. The price what Juventus is asking for is a 43 million pound release clause that is available in the summer, and this is something that I think United might consider. It's a cheap option, right? With a proven centre back that's been nominated in Serie A's centre back of the year 2 times in a row. Wow. We're not going to go into his stats. You can have a look at it yourself at YouTube compilations. But let me know what you think. If Rafael Varane goes, do you think that he is one of the top targets to have? Do your research and let me know in your comment section below, because a lot of other people are also claiming that you have this Everton kid, Jarrod Brathwaite. But however, a lot of reports saying that Everton will probably be relegated, but they want silly money for him. 75 million, it's been reported. And he's sought after talent, perfectly two-footed centre back, but young. But he's the one that could play for Licha when Licha is away. Barring that, United sells both Lindelof and Maguire. This is a massive upgrade. Do you think that Manchester United will face the competition from Chelsea? By the way, I don't think Chelsea can afford him, but other clubs are lingering around, including Real Madrid for him as well. So Jarrod Brathwaite will be a very hot prospect and very difficult target to land. We will see what happens in the summer. So let me know what you think. I think that there's no smoke without fire. There's, you know, Gleison Bremer, 100% has been reported from Italian media for the past 3 weeks at least, right? We've seen that Rafael Varane's agent was traveling down with John Murta down in Barcelona, and that agent also represents Bremer as well. So you put two and two together, yeah, it might happen, but you never know. You never know. A lot of people also talking about Todofichajes that belongs to Nice, but we ain't getting no friends prices here, ain't we? To be honest. So let me know what you think. Right? Do your research regarding Gleison Bremer and let me know in the comment section, because I believe that he's a perfect candidate to replace Rafael Varane. But personally, I will keep Rafael Varane 100%. And you might wonder, why are we going for a 26, 27-year-old? Because you definitely would need some leadership in the back. It is a little bit risk to go with Brentwood. He's still young, 20 years of age, instead of going for a more experienced Serie A defender and Brazilian that is very good in the air and very good with the ball. So, on the other hand, Manchester United fans, you can start getting giddy, because we have such a great squad coming up as well. Like, we've seen that Shea Lacey sign his first professional contract for United, and he's going to be a big, massive plan for United in the coming season as well. So we have a lot of youth academy. We're talking about Rasmus Højlund, of course, and we definitely going to recruit a new striker next to Højlund. Who that's going to be? Well, stick around, because I'm going to come to that later on. But we also have Kobe Maino and Garnacho. My God, this trilogy. Oh, They're so good. So we definitely have something to look forward. But more than that, we have more money to spend, 100%, because the new FFP rulings that's moving away from the PSR rules to more the European, meaning before you could only spend 75% on your club's operational revenue, but now it's going down to 85%, according to some reports here. So that's massive, massive what we can do in this summer. In terms of nailed on targets, 100% what we can talk about, Sesko is one of the nailed targets, what we are talking about in terms of striker, rotational striker. I've been banging the drum for Sesko for over the past 2 years, and Manchester United recruitment department has been mad about it. We almost got him over the line, but however, due to FFP restrictions in January, we couldn't do that deal. But Sesko is one of the top targets available, young 20-year-old, very, very up and coming, very similar traits to Rasmus Højlund. So if Højlund needs rotation or gets injured, Seska come in and do the same job as Rasmus Højlund did. Available in the market for 45 million on release clause, and I hear that United is all over it, together with other clubs in the Premier League as well. So do you think that Sesko is the one you can go for? A lot of people saying, oh, give me Oliver Giroud, he's free. But that is a little bit of the old, what we used to do. Duct tape FC, paper of the cracks, Cavani's, you know, Weghurst's, Igalo's. Nah, we need to look for the future. We need to invest for the future, a young up and coming squad, mixing with a little bit of experience, and we'll be cooking. One target that seems to be very nailed on is Michael Olise, a right winger, right? A right winger. That is 100% nailed on, but I hear he wants United. United's been working on it. There might be a release clause on £55 million, but nobody really knows what it might be. Crystal Palace is willing to release him. Will it be a 55 million? Will it be 60? And who's going to go? Because if Elise is playing right wing, we have Garnacho on the left, we have Amad Diallo, we have Pelistri. Of course, we look forward to sell Jadon Sancho, but where is Rashford going to fit? That's a big, big headache, right? But at the end of the day, it's squad depth, rotation, right? So it doesn't mean that you have to play the same players week in and week out. You can rotate, and this is excitement. In terms of midfield, Kobe Mainoo is cooking. Casemiro might stay, might leave, but we need a Casemiro replacement, and who will that be? There's a lot of discussions there. You might have, Amadou Onana. You might have I don't know, who's that's going to be. And by the way, the left back situation, who's that going to be? Malacia? Is he going to return back from injury? Nobody really knows what's going on with Malacia, except that he had a very, very bad healing process, and Manchester United physio department misjudged his recovery, and now he's set back for the rest of the season as well. So I certainly believe that I don't want to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka being sold. There's reports coming out today that Manchester United are looking to trigger to extend his contract. And I applaud that, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been the most improved under Ten Hag, together with Dalot. And Luke Shaw is singing on his last, I don't know, hamstrings, to be honest. When fit, Luke Shaw is probably one of the best left backs in Europe, but it's not good enough. You got to look at availability. So you need to look at who are we going to replace Luke Shaw with, right? Alvaro Fernandez, potentially return back from Benfica. But you also have the youngster coming up from under 18s, Harry Amas as well, which is currently ripping up trees. Anyway, this has been a short update. Let me know what you think at the end of the day. Do you think that Raphael Varane will stay? Do you think that Raphael Varane will extend his contract? Or do you think that he will leave to Saudi Arabia or any other La Liga club? Maybe return back to Real Madrid. We didn't know what the meetings was all about, but what we saw, 100% the Murta was down there speaking to the Spanish club, Barcelona, Real Madrid, with his agent, and the same agent for Gleison Bremer. Do you think that Gleison Bremer is the right option to replace Raphael Varane? I certainly believe so. Anyway, have a look at the compilation of Gleison Bremer and let me know your thoughts and feelings, and we shall see you to the next one. By the way, we're going to do the England watch along, so definitely going to do Mainoo watch. Other than that, I don't really fancy internationals, but when Kobe Mainoo gets his debut, I'm there. Been Mick Ruby here from MUFC Realist TV, having a little bit of a transfer say, and hopefully we've made your day. Take it easy. See you to the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.